Goodness me. Um, this is Rita Blankets. You can call me Mike. Whichever is fine. I've been saying for the past 2 years that I was gonna make a vlog. I never have, so figured now was a pretty good time since I'm on spring break. I have nothing better to do. So I made a blog and you guys asked me questions, so let's get right to it. Jam Jars says, opinion bitch. I don't know you, so I don't have an opinion, but since you called me a bitch, my opinion is that you're a bitch. Bitch. Sky10 also wants an opinion. I don't really know you either, but I remember I supported you in your first stars because you made a blog and you seemed like a nice girl, and I didn't like half the people that you were playing with anyway. So, thumbs up for you. Okay. Amy Lou says, well, first thing she said, she put a lot on here, was opinion. Amy Lou, you don't need my opinion of you. You know that I think that you are absolutely fantastic and beautiful in every way, and I love having fun with you. And I love doing our Skype calls and movie nights. Yeah. And what are we going to do on our first date? Well, as we've mentioned in the past, we will probably end up going to Goodwill first and trying on a bunch of old women's clothes, or dress it up like something ridiculous like lobsters and then just running around the store. And then we could go to a movie. It'll probably be a horror flick, even though I will cry the entire time, so I hope you can put up with that. And then we'll go have sex. Bengal Boy wants me to do my old British woman voice. Well, goodness me, I don't know that I remember how. Oh, look, there it is. Oh, okay. That was fun. Tommy Boy wants opinions too. My god, you guys, think of some questions. No, but seriously, I love you. Tommy Boy, I think you're so fun. I think, your heart is a little too big for you sometimes, but you're still awesome. I love your accent, even though I know that you're gonna already comment that you don't have one, but that's a lie. Flameon X, I said your username right, go me, says, what the fuck are opinions? Well, my friend, opinions are the opposite of facts. And if you could cook me anything to impress me, what would it be? Well, that's assuming that you think I have the ability to cook at all, which is pretty funny. But if I could cook you anything, it would probably be, I don't know, filet mignon, because that just sounds like some gourmet stuff, and I would love to be able to cook something gourmet. But on a similar level, it would be nice to be able to make like a sloppy joe too. So if you like sloppy joes, then good. Betty Rubble wants opinions as well. You are certainly very interesting, Mary, and I think that you have a big heart, and I really like that about you, and I like that you can sympathize with my level of crazy, too. Explain your pancake fetish and how you name them. Fetish is an interesting word here. I like that. But, seriously, the reason that I eat pancakes so often is because, my friend works as the pancake, maker at my campus's free pancake night. So, and her boss loves me, so I can just go there all the time and bum out behind the counter and chill with her while she does her job, and her boss doesn't care. And since it's free pancake night, while I'm there, I eat lots of pancakes. And how I name them, I just look around. It's whatever comes to my head. I have no systematic way of naming anything. I'm just a weird person, Mary. Oh, and how did goodness me become your catchphrase? Oh, that's a good question, too. I kinda just started saying it. I get in these silly moods, if you couldn't tell. And, Just one day I just started saying, oh, goodness me, oh, goodness gracious, oh, Christ on a cracker. And Christ on a cracker stuck around for a while, but the one that really stuck was goodness me, and now 2 years later, here I am, saying it after absolutely everything. J Total Turtle, opinion of me, and what would we do if me, you, and Keaston hung out? Because TBH, I think we'd have fun. I think so too. I think that you are super sweet, and I love talking to you, and I love talking about animals with you, because animals are super cute. And if me, you, and Keaston hung out, I know like we've already been, I would like to go to New York City again. I love New York City. And yeah, it'd just be fun. Biodork says, who's your favorite neighbor? You are, Eric. Granted, you don't have a whole lot of competition, but even if you did, you'd still be my favorite neighbor, so good for you. Oh, Amy says, favorite movie to watch with me. Well, this isn't the best movie we've ever seen, but I remember the very first time I watched Halloween Night with You was hysterical. And I liked when we watched Mean Girls too, with you and the whole gang. That was fun. Oh, Keaston has a really good question. If your canoodle had a book of spells and the lamp said slippers, how would you explain to your Garfunculator that your bosom was Wumbo? I would simply have to try to explain somehow to my Garfunculator that if my bosom is Wumbo and if the lamp says slippers, those two things are not incompatible. You can have that and a canoodle with a book of spells, so he'd just have to get over it and accept that my bosom is in fact Wumbo. And then here's another tough one, says Keaston. If you had 3 Trotnuggins and 4 Hogruffs and some little twat named Elvin sat on a Zooplegoop, what would you do to your Rachel? Well, since my Rachel is a Trotnuggin, and Trotnuggins and Hogruffs live inside of Zooplegoops, I would rescue Rachel from the squished Zooplegoop, and I would make her and the rest of the Trotnuggins and Hogruffs a new Zooplegoop that they could live in, and then I would give some little twat named Elvin a very severe chastisement. Amy Lou says, are you so angry you want to tear apart coconuts? The answer is yes. All the time. Etienne says, what would you do with me, IRL, Rita Blankets? Well, I know that you like to go clubbing and dancing, so I'd probably take you and Riley, and we would go to some club somewhere, even though, I'm warning you now, I can't dance. It's pretty sad. So if you're there and you want to hook up with some guys while you're there, you probably shouldn't stand too close to me on the dance floor. Just saying. Caleb says, opinion, you don't need my opinion of you either. You know that I think that you are absolutely fantastic, and that I wish that you would get Skype again so that we could talk more often. Not that I go on Skype that much anyway. If you could describe me in one word, what would it be? Oh, you know I gotta make it 2 words. I would describe you as goodness me, because you'd make me happy. Okay, if a plum snicker came and licked your bumholio, what would you do with your gibber knocker? I would put my gibber knocker inside of the plum snicker who's licking my bumholio. Yep. Do an impression of me, Amy, Keaston, and Tommy. I'm not so good at impressions, and someone would probably end up getting mad because I would completely misrepresent them, so I'm sorry, I can't. And Tommy's accent is pretty spectacular all by itself, so we don't need anyone trying to copy it. Say goodness me in 5 different accents or languages. Ooh, I wonder if I can. Well, American, goodness me. British woman, goodness me. A Southern person, goodness me. That was bad. In Spanish, it would be Dios mío, even though that literally translates to my God. they should really have a goodness me. And then if I wanted to do the incorrect Spanish, I could say bondad mia or mi bondad. So I think that's 5, like 4.5. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed my blog. Thanks for asking questions. I love most of you, and goodness me.